Hello and welcome to Select 10. Today, we're going to focus on the top 10 post-apocalyptic films, which include destroyed barren worlds, where everything has fallen apart and survival hangs by a thread as the last members of mankind battle to stay alive amid the devastation of what was once an exciting place to live. These are some underrated films that you should add to your watchlist if you haven't already. Now let's start the video. Number 10. The Domestics. It is a post-apocalyptic action horror film directed by Mike P. Nelson. The narrative takes place in a world ravaged by a chemical attack and chronicles the story of a husband and wife as they negotiate treacherous territory ruled by several factions. The story has an intense and gritty tone that perfectly captures the devastation and despair of a society on the verge of collapsing. The main actors give great performances, convincingly capturing the couple's struggle for survival and each other's protection. Although the film fulfills its promise of depicting a dangerous and lawless environment, some viewers might find the plot to be predictable and repetitive. The movie primarily depends on genre standards and themes, which can lessen its effect for viewers looking for an original viewpoint on post-apocalyptic storytelling. Nevertheless, The Domestics can be enjoyable if you like suspenseful, action-packed survival tales. It provides a respectable number of thrills, exciting scenes, and a few unexpected turns. For genre fans, it's a decent film overall, although it might not have much of an impact. Number 9. Cargo. It is a 2017 post-apocalyptic drama film directed by Ben Howling and Yolanda Ramke. The film is about a father who, in the middle of a zombie epidemic, must find safety for his little daughter and protect her before time runs out. Martin Freeman's fascinating portrayal of a parent who is both frightened and driven is one of the film's strongest aspects. His portrayal gives the character depth and emotional weight, helping viewers relate to his struggle. The film takes a different approach to the zombie genre by emphasizing the human side more than depending entirely on gore and mayhem. It examines topics like love, devotion, and the limits to which a parent would go in order to safeguard their child. Additionally, Cargo benefits from its breathtaking cinematography, which beautifully captures its chilly and barren environment. Even though the pacing occasionally seems slow, Cargo excels at telling a moving and thought-provoking story. It stands out among zombie films because it combines horror, drama, and emotional narrative in a refreshing way. Number 8. The Rover. It is a gritty and intense post-apocalyptic thriller film directed by David Mitchell. The film backdrop is barren and anarchic land and centers around a man named Eric who sets out on a ferocious quest to retrieve his stolen vehicle. In the process, he meets Ray, a young man who ends up turning into a surprising friend. The script does a good job of capturing the desolate settings and the overall sensation of emptiness in the movie. However, what really strikes me the most is Robert Pattinson's portrayal of Ray and how well it displays the actor's ability. But this film may be a hit or miss for you in terms of entertainment value because it moves too slowly at points, making it difficult for some viewers to stay engaged with the plot. All things considered, it's fascinating and effectively explores themes of staying alive, repentance, and the lengths people will go to in order to get back what is truly theirs. The story of the movie is purposefully unclear, leaving a lot up to the viewer's imagination. Although this can irritate some viewers who are hoping for a simpler storyline, it enhances the film's enigmatic and provocative qualities. It might not be for everyone, but fans of moody narratives and excellent acting will probably like it. Number 7. Stake Land. It is a 2010 post-apocalyptic horror film directed by Jim Mickle. The story takes place in a future in which humanity has been overrun by vampires and follows the journey of a young guy named Martin who ends up under the protection of a powerful vampire hunter known as Mr. The main attraction of Stake Land is its realistic and dramatic depiction of a planet overtaken by monsters. The film successfully engages the viewer with an overwhelming feeling of fear and suspense while transporting them to a gloomy and frightening backdrop. Martin and Mr.'s chemistry and interaction make the journey interesting to witness and provide substance to the plot. The film also takes a fresh spin on the vampire genre while exploring themes of survival, friendship, and the loss of innocence in a monster-infested world. The film's low budget is also visible in other elements, like the visual effects. Overall, Stake Land is a strong entry in the vampire genre, and if you like post-apocalyptic horror movies and want to see a new perspective on vampires, Stake Land is well worth watching. Number 6. Light of My Life. It is a 2019 post-apocalyptic drama film directed by Casey Affleck. The film is set in a world where the majority of the female population has been wiped off and the main character, who is simply known as Dad, holds responsibility for shielding his young daughter from the dangers of a civilization populated by frantic men. The film provides a thought-provoking look at gender and identity, as well as subjects such as love, survival, and the value of human connection in a world that has suffered so much. The compelling performances and the heartfelt connection between the father and daughter serve as the film's emotional backbone and are one of its biggest highlights. It is a slow-moving film that gives more attention to character growth and interpersonal connections than it does to action or thrills. The film's powerful visuals and expert direction produce ominous and scary emotions that perfectly convey the hopelessness of the universe they live in. Overall, it's an emotional and expressive film that might not appeal to everyone, but if you like character-centered storylines and want to delve into darker concepts, it's worth seeing. Number 5. Reign of Fire. It is a post-apocalyptic action film directed by Rob Bowman. The story has been set in an era where dragons roam the globe. The core plot follows a group of survivors led by Quinn as they attempt to fight the terrifying creatures. Dragons controlling the planet is a fascinating idea that provides the backdrop for some spectacular battles and thrilling action scenes. Aside from Matthew McConaughey, who shines out as Van Zandt, an aggressive dragon slayer, Christian Bale has an outstanding performance in the film. The special effects are quite amazing, especially when it comes to the dragons themselves, which were skillfully and realistically portrayed on screen. Some of the most memorable parts of the movie are found in the combat scenes featuring the dragons. However, despite its positive aspects, the film's messy story drags the film down. The action is given more attention than the characters or the aftermath they live in. Although it might not be the most innovative film, it is a fun action movie that delivers on its promise of dragon-filled thrills and offers a satisfying viewing experience for fans of the genre. Number 4. The Survivalist. It is a 2015 post-apocalyptic thriller directed by Stephen Fingleton. The story takes place in a universe decimated by an unexplained catastrophe and centers on a single survivor who lives in solitude in a secluded wooded hut. The narrative develops as he battles to maintain his lonely existence while negotiating the challenges of interpersonal connection when two ladies seek sanctuary on his property. The most striking aspect of the film is its modest style and dominant ambience, which masterfully capture the bleak reality of surviving in an environment absent of humanity, where confidence is hard to come by and every choice has consequences. The story weaves together issues of trust, desperation, and the extent people will go to in order to survive. It explores the moral choices that the characters must make and poses challenging concerns about what it means to be human under extreme circumstances. This one might not be for those looking for post-apocalyptic adventures with lots of action, but its mindful pacing and sentimental impact of surviving result in a gripping story that provides a plausible and honest take on the post-apocalyptic genre. Number 3. Mortal Engines. It is a post-apocalyptic action film based on the novel of the same name by Philip Reeve. The plot begins in an apocalyptic future where cities are movable and hunters hunt smaller villages for supplies. The main story follows Hester Shaw, a young lady seeking vengeance on Thaddeus Valentine, a prominent city leader. The film is aesthetically spectacular, with remarkable visual effects and excellent set design that vividly illustrate the book's idea of moving cities. The viewer is kept interested throughout by the exciting and skillfully handled action sequences. However, the film lacks both storyline and character growth. The plot occasionally feels muddled, and some characters lack substance, making it difficult to completely understand their adventures. Overall, Mortal Engines is visionary and provides a bold story that presents a distinct and captivating world. Despite the fact that it falls short of its potential, it nonetheless entertains thanks to its outstanding action and magnificent style. Number 2. Love and Monsters. It is a post-apocalyptic adventure film directed by Michael Matthews. The plot revolves around Joel Dawson, who has to cross a deadly monster-infested world in order to find a girl he met in high school. The film depicts a planet where enormous animals have taken control and forced humanity to dwell in settlements below the ground. The main theme is very different, which gives the narrative and Joel's journey, which is full of both exciting action scenes and touching moments, an intriguing twist. It has excellent visual effects, especially when it comes to the overall look of the monsters. Each creature is different and visually stunning, which enhances the story's vibe of action and adventure. The action scenes are well done and offer just the right amount of intensity and thrill. The story does a good job of balancing its humorous parts with its darker ones, which makes it entertaining to watch. One disadvantage of the film is its predictable plot. Although the film offers a unique perspective on the post-apocalyptic genre, but the main plot is generic. Number 1. Finch. It is a post-apocalyptic survival film, directed by Miguel Sapochnik. The film features Tom Hanks as the main character, Finch, an individual who constructs a robotic assistant named Jeff to provide care for his devoted dog, Goodyear. The friendship between Finch, Jeff, and Goodyear is the focal point of the film, and their interactions are endearing and heartbreaking. The post-apocalyptic setting is thoughtfully designed, and the film addresses concerns about the continuation of life, friendship, and the human spirit. The look and feel of the film are amazing, particularly in representing Jeff's superior technology and the depressing outside world. However, some viewers might find the film's pace inconsistent and the underlying plot familiar from other classic science fiction movies. Overall, Finch is a heartwarming film that highlights Tom Hanks' abilities as an actor and tells a touching story supported by strong survival characteristics and a sense of science fiction. It is an underrated film that is unquestionably worth seeing. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.